Hey Marshy, happy I could catch the stream today. Hi Hee-Hoo. Good to see you. Good to Hee-Hoo. You think I'm gonna win this?
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you.
I see you have some skill in this.
Oh. Well, that hurt my feelings, and that hurt my feelings. That'll let slide. That's fair play. That's just fair play. Wild having a strictly better wild growth is so funny to me. Like, wild growth was nerfed for so long, and this is a disaster for me because now this doesn't do anything. I guess I gotta swipe that still. And then if this gives me enough breathing room to play this the turn after.
Relax your mind.
Oh. Did you make this Reno list? No. Kind of. I don't know. I took a list, made some changes. Ooh, well, that's pretty good. I guess to do that, right? So they would have to come up with 10 additional damage if all I do is hero power punch one of these things.
To handle this.
Do I not punch for the sake of mana? So if I do this and this on this board, I'm only getting a rebate on that.
I need more mana. How to handle this? Fear the flame.
Scary. Feeling kind of okay if that's all that happens. Could just do this, and then from there, the world is my oyster. I managed to get 150 legend on Pack Rogue, and I took a break after the nerfs. Would you say this deck is viable? Sure. I think it's a good deck. I don't think it's like the best. I think if you want the best, you got to be looking at like some of the more all-in early combo type things. So like, well, not even early combo necessarily. Like I think spell damage Druid is really, 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 really good. So now this is killing 5 things. So if I do this and this, it's more than my money back. Which seems okay. No, I mean, I just do this and this and then play everything I want, right? So now... Ooh, nice. Wow. Guess I'm taking this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, never lose from here, right? Could just trade that and that, and then I have 5. Nah. Sheesh. That Mista Vista animation almost ruined me. I imagine the Pirate decks are still really good. Yeah, I think this is one of the better decks, the Pirate Demon Hunter. I don't think the version with Urana in it for Brain Masseuse and Acupuncture is going to be the best. I don't think those cards are very good. Hey, Nubis. Like, Brain Masseuse is good, but I don't think it's good enough to warrant running again in your deck. You know what I mean? Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Did I say hi, Anubis? Hi, Anubis. Oh, well. GG. GG, wrap it up. I really like the skin. So cool. I wonder, like, the other classes have been around longer, right? So the amount of players who have the Demon Hunter 1K skin is always going to be a bit behind the others, but I wonder how far behind. Like, is it 10% compared to other portraits? Other 1K portraits? I don't know. All right, Reynold Priest. Crank it up to 11. Crank you up to 11. You know what I mean. Chat, I am so sick of glasses. I want it to stop. Can you believe I used to have perfect vision? I think I destroyed it with video games, not gonna lie. I think I destroyed it with video games. Especially, so, okay. When I was fresh out of high school, my friends and I would play World of Warcraft for as much time as we could spend playing World of Warcraft, and we would frequently have all-nighters of playing World of Warcraft, right? So that's a lot of screen time and a lot of, like, lack of sleep. Maybe I'll try to give them this. That'd be funny. No, I shouldn't play Theatar with that out. Brutal. I'm so stupid. All right, I'll take this and try to rat the Theatar. They can have Rising Waves. But they can still play it because it costs 1, so never mind. They're just gonna get to take my Aviana or something. It's my fault. Then, so that persisted until we started playing League of Legends, and then we started playing League of Legends for that amount of time. Then I got the job at the chiropractor, and that was in 2013, I think. And I don't have anything to do about the Aviana once it comes down. Chat, this is a disaster. I've played poopy games and won poopy prizes. Did they give me this? They had a Doomsayer in their deck? So I got the job at the chiropractor, and I don't know what it was about that job, but just between us girls, I hated that job. I felt I put a lot of effort into it, and I did not receive. I was not treated in a way that made me feel like that was acknowledged, I guess. And like, I don't know, it was just a very high stress job that I put my everything into, and it brutalized me by the end of it. I think I don't want to I don't want to spend too much time complaining about that job, but the long and the short of it is, it was very stressful. So I think I was channeling. You know how like when you don't want to do something the next day, at least on a subconscious level, and you'll like keep staying up past when you would want to go to sleep? One of these days I'll put my glasses back on so I can actually see what I'm doing again.
This must be the way.
So anyways, I think I was doing that for League of Legends. So I would have to get up at the latest at 6 a.m. for this job when I was living close to it. And I would stay up until like 2 or 3 pretty regularly playing League of Legends beforehand. So for years, I was staying up way too late. It was so 2 of the days were 12-hour days, and I worked 4 days a week. So it was like it was a 40-hour work week, but one less day for extra hours on 2 of the days. So on my days off, I would get enough sleep, but like leading into my days off, I would get enough sleep. But 4 days a week, I would stay up until 2 or 3 in the morning playing League of Legends, and then get up at 6 a.m. to get ready to go to the job. And because I was young at the time, I mean, I'm not an old person yet, but I used to be young, right? So I was young at the time, so I didn't like, my body could handle it for a while. I don't think there was any reason for me to play Floopity Gloop this turn, especially now that I'm going to do this. But so if you're getting like 3 or 4 hours of sleep 4 nights a week and spending all of your off time staring at computer screens, you know, it's not good for your eyes. I did that for years. So I think I ruined myself during that time period, especially because that was the end of when I would say I was a young person, and the beginning of when I was a full adult. You know how like in a certain portion of your 20s you're like a young adult, you're not an adult. So that was like during my transition from that phase of life to that phase of life. That was the behavior I was doing, and I think I just destroyed my eyes with that behavior. That's a lot of League of Legends. That is a lot of League of Legends. I used to play a lot of League of Legends, and I regret every moment of it. Just kidding. I don't regret League of Legends that I played with friends, and I don't regret League of Legends while my wife was watching. Renee actually like really likes to watch me play League of Legends, and so we've started playing a little bit more of it lately. But I'm never playing it by myself again. I think that's a terrible idea. I don't have room for 6 cards in my hand.
The time has come to dethrone
That's the one I would have wanted to copy. This is gonna be another one of those pile games, you know what I mean? Where I'm just sitting here throwing out value and maybe I win at a certain point. And to win main deck, a gamer after Marcy's own heart, true. I'm a young adult over here, I know what you mean. Word. I've done that for most of my high school years and I can relate to the eye damage. Good thing you realize that. I suppose you stick to healthier habits nowadays. It's in part on purpose and it's in part like I don't enjoy things like I used to, right? So there's a degree to which it's just not really about me having matured so much as me being like, I don't want to say this, but like to the degree a little bit more depressed. League alone is whack, League of Friends is great, big agree, yeah. I wish that I'd had the vision, I guess, to see that I should have stopped playing when my friends stopped playing, you know. That would have been the right way to handle it, but I don't know. A was an escape, and B, I didn't realize how much I was ruining myself. Hey, it's Neptulon again. We saw him earlier. Oh, I forgot. You can't escape out of choose thrice. Only choose once. Unlucky.
That rope's burning again.
Not me watching you stream in the background while I play League of Legends and know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I would do. I would play League of Legends and I would have like Brian Kibler on the on the side screen. Yep. Before that, when I would play like League of Legends and when I would play World of Warcraft on my own, I would used to watch South Park Studios because they used to have all of South Park on this site for free. So I would just cycle through South Park over and over and over again. And for the first like 14 seasons, I've seen every episode of the show like a dozen times, like literally a dozen times. Because I used to do that, and I used to have it as background noise while I slept. I watched a lot of South Park. Where were you last turn when I was doing funny stuff with Swipe? I do still have a Swipe, but I don't have two swipes anymore. Is Zeph gonna have... Hold up. Have I just had lethal for a while here?
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
No, I just got this, right? Oh, it's not even lethal. It's something. But it's not lethal.
That rope's burning again.
Oh, I forgot about this. I don't know. I just did stuff, chat. This isn't a stream where I play cards in the right order. This is a stream where I just zone out, think about how much time I wasted playing League of Legends by myself, and vomit some cards and hope it works out for me. South Park's background noise is wild. Is it wild? I need to watch more South Park. I love South Park. I've had some unhealthy play patterns with Hearthstone as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's just like since I've been streaming, I think is when I've really like changed my ways from someone who plays way too much video games to someone who goes to bed on time and I don't know. Oh, am I about to lose that swipe? I wanted that swipe. Brutal. We're gonna be okay though, aren't we? Yeah, those did not go in on an order, Mista Vista, that I wanted them to. Thanks for that. But we can get a lethal out of this, can't we? We have this. So I play this, and it puts them to 2. Surely Zephyrus can deal 2. Surely. And this, chat, is why thinking about what you're doing on your turns doesn't make any sense. We just, you know, just play stuff. It'll work out or it won't. Right? Do you like South Park because you watched it a dozen times, or have you watched it a dozen times because you liked it? Yeah, I was obsessed with it. It was hilarious. Every, I don't know, I liked every episode. It was great. But it was like a free thing I could have on. This was before Twitch was big too, right? So that I started doing that. So, yeah. I did the same thing with American Dad and Family Guy once I had a service that could play those for, not free, but sub. I think it was Hulu. Like once I got Hulu, I think I started watching Family Guy and American Dad as a side thing before I got into Twitch. I love the idea of Cartman as background noise while trying to fall asleep. Yeah, for sure. Today I learned from the master that paying less attention to the game is the clearest path to victory. What can I say? Oh my goodness, is it another Raza Priest? These games last forever.
There's simply nothing I can
Martian played cards and won. That's how I do. Or play Big Shaman so you can keep thinking. Am I excited for Arcane Season 2? I am. I liked Season 1. Hi, Def CNN. So I have 6 cards. Oh, do I want to do that instead? I could draw 2, then refresh 6, and then play this. I guess I'll do that. Too bad I can't play this too.
Fear the flame.
His reign ends now.
Arcane is so hype. It is hype. It's omega hype. How am I? I'm so good. Pound it, Steeman. Will opponent play the card they stole from me? Looks like they're gonna. Wow, what a cheater. What a cheater. Filthy, stinking, nasty, revolting,
Together in harmony.
gross cheating. That only a true sicko would ever actually commence. You can tell from Deck Checker that I would have drawn Overgrowth there if they hadn't stolen it. I have a lot of armor now. How do you think my opponent feels about that? I still don't have as much armor as health. Silly, silly Renethal. Silly, silly Renethal Billy. Tank up, rank up. Speaking of South Park, this song was really funny in South Park. I kind of want to rewatch old South Park and see if, like, old South Park is even palatable to today's audience, you know? Like, I could see people taking a lot of offense to the homeless people going to California episode.
The best you comes up with the hardest climb.
Martian program by South Park. Yep. Have I played Pokemon recently? Yes. I was playing Pokemons just yesterday. I think I'm gonna go to a tournament in a week, and I need to assemble a deck. I'm not sure if I want to do a complete deck or if I want to just get like the new Stadium and a Terra Mewtwo and update my Miraidon. I think it was pretty outrageous back in the day too, judging by the fact that I had to secretly record it and watch it when my parents weren't around. Oh sure, yeah, I mean it's always been outrageous. I just feel like the generation it was targeting might find it offensive today when they thought it was funny back in the day. Like, the reason you have to hide it from your parents is because it's raunchy, not because the, like, I don't know.
After all I've done, the future does not belong.
How are you approaching this matchup? Like, how do you think you'll win? I think I'll win by the same way I won the last two long Raza Druid games, where I just don't really think about what's going on, play out some cards, and hope that my opponent runs out of steam eventually. The actual answer is ideally I'm going to draw Aviana here in a second, and then I'll go Aviana, Bran, Astalor, 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 and my opponent will explode. And that's like the number one win condition I'd be looking for. Oh. Is it enough now? Don't think so.
Looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
We'll correct this, not too far. There you go. Why your priest opponents keep turning into a guff? Because my priest opponents are stealing cards from my deck and playing them instead of me. Like big stinky poo-poo jerks. No, that's bad news. Okay, chat, this is the part where my opponent like Theatar rats my important pieces out of my hand, and then we have to sit here having a potato off for half an hour instead of me just killing them, you know? Oh no. Alright, well, they're super dead as soon as I get a turn with the board again. I'll say that much. I will say that much, chat. Did your nest get removed by Reno? It did. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me win you. All right. If they don't ruin me, do you guys want Astalor, 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 or do you want ETC Alex Alex? Which win condition do you prefer? Chat. What do you guys think? I can offer you 2 types of Aviana brand wins. Which one do you want?
Surrender your will to the cabal.
That's 3 for Astalor. I won't repeat the way that you asked for it. Alright, we'll play a ton of Astalors. I haven't done that one in a while. I think I've done that. Like the last couple times I played Reno Druid for a video, I think most of my wins have been out of the ETC. So this is kind of like slightly different.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Oh no. No, we're still good. We're still good. We're still good. I was thinking like, I'm just gonna play this to clear this so that all the damage goes face, and then our last Astalor will just be almost completely overkill. But then I forgot that this would get copied too, and I was terrified for a second that I ruined everything. But we do have this handy dandy hero power, so we're still good. Remember when Astalor Battlecry twice used to deal 32 damage? Different times, different times. I have vague plans of using the gameplay that is not featured for this deck in a separate video because the discussion might be interesting enough to warrant a video even if the games aren't necessarily. And I probably could just, now that I'm talking it out, I probably could just use those games anyway for an outro fast forward, but I won't lie to you. I kind of want to lay down, kind of want to eat, so I've already started talking this new stupid outro, so there you go. The point the point of this was I didn't think that I had footage to put here, so I wasn't gonna bore you with a long outro without something to entertain yourself while you listen to it. But now I've gone and made a long, boring outro anyway, so I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Thanks for watching.